We learned this morning as James Gunn reveals that Supergirl is coming out next year. So we have a Supergirl movie after the success from Superman. So that's exciting, I suppose.
Wow, and she actually looks attractive. I didn't see the movie. Is she like a fairly attractive actress? Because I was thinking they were going to get some hideous beast.
That depends on the makeup job. But I have to correct Craig on this one. I don't think it's pronounced Supergirl. I think everything we know about this character means that it's pronounced Supergirl.
Oh, is it more like Supergirl? Like that?
Definitely more like that, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Arch, you're a man. You have any interest in going to see attractive Supergirl?
Well, they did a good job painting her up for her brief appearance in Superman, but I think she's played by the same person who is in House of the Dragon.
Yeah, it is. Same person.
Yeah, so that shows you just how much makeup will do, because she looks infinitely better in Supergirl than she does in House of the Dragon. And so this was originally, the rumor was said that it would be based on the comic, which is Woman of Tomorrow, which is fucking awful comic. I tried reading it. It is the hottest garbage I think I've ever come across. Looks like they maybe aren't really going with that now. Instead, they're going for rebellious brat Supergirl, which maybe.
Well, that's what you want from your Supergirl, is a rebellious brat.
I mean, so our new Superman is basically, his entire focus is human. That is the entire focus of new Superman, human Superman, which I don't hate. I don't mind. So if we have interfamilial trouble with him trying to guide his retarded cousin,
I hope that's
I'm not opposed to the idea.
I do love that plot line. That sounds awesome.
She has to wear a helmet.
What does Superman's retarded cousin? What's his name? I'm sorry. What's that, Phoenix? And what is his kryptonite?
No, he actually has a retarded cousin.
Good genes.
Bizarro.
Oh my god, I love it. I love everything about that. Good Phoenix is pretty savage right there. Yeah, there's Bizarro Superman, isn't there?
Yeah, like it's technically Superman. It gets kind of like his retarded cousin from Backwoods Land.
All right, nice, excellent. Well, there you go. You have Supergirl coming up next year, so maybe we'll be able to buy tickets to it starting now.
It'll be interesting because the Superman movie has been incredibly divisive. Like, nobody seems to be able to agree on that one. Some people, like, I've seen tweets like, "Oh, I went to see Superman and my entire life changed." I'm like, okay, calm down a little bit. And then you see other people like, "Oh, it's the most woke movie ever." It's like, no, it's not.
I wonder if James Gunn and his brother didn't say the thing at the last minute of their little conversation they had with the interview guy, if it would have been all right. Because I think that really soured things. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
They were talking about the
immigration thing.
Oh, the whole immigration thing. That's correct. Yeah. I did recall that. Yeah, that was. I don't understand how that stuff can be seen as like a good idea to be talking about that stuff.
They can't help themselves.
No,
I am 98% convinced now that it was part of the marketing. Because normally I don't subscribe to the idea that studios do like marketing for, outrage, because it usually bites them in the ass. And I think it did bite them in the ass here too, but seeing as the movie is like nothing like any of the teasers, any of the marketing material, they must have deliberately been spreading, mistaken information to create controversy. So I'm assuming this whole like Superman's an immigrant thing was a part of that. But again, the problem is getting people to know about Superman, like the second most famous character in the world, isn't hard. That's not a problem. Getting people to want to see him, that's harder. And deciding to drop a political point like the day of the movie's release is fucking stupid.
Very stupid.
Didn't make a whole lot of sense to me at all. But I mean, So I says all the chat say, yeah, definitely burned some tickets. I think that it was a small amount, but at the same time, do you really want to burn any tickets?
Yeah, any tickets?
Yeah, it doesn't make
Like,
sense.
this is the start of your entire 10-year plan.
And James Gunn, he started off good. Like, there was interviews where they were trying to bring that up. They were trying to bring up politics, MAGA, stuff like that. And he shut it down. He was just like, I don't remember the exact quote, but he was essentially just saying, look, it's a movie, that's what we're focusing on. And then it just seemed his brother went off on it, and then that created a whole spiral. But James Gunn, I think, for the most part, as of recent, was fairly on point.
Well, as you said,
the
couldn't
slightly
help
weird
himself.
thing is that throughout the entire movie, James Gunn said a great thing, oh, I want a hopeful Superman. Fantastic. And then he says a ridiculous thing, oh, no, we're not going to cast Henry Cavill because he's too old. Okay. It seems like for every good decision James Gunn made, he immediately then hastened to add something else. So I feel like he was causing controversy almost on purpose at that point.
Well, it was also, he was kind of fed that as a layup, like the reporter goes out of his way to cause, to talk social issues. That's the same guy who shows up in all the clips. I'm like, oh, it's really great that you're gay, like nobody cares type of thing. The guy goes out of his way to talk and throw out political things when it comes to these movies and stuff. So I don't know if James Gunn meant to say that, or went out of his way to think oh yeah, Superman or whatever. But in that instance where he's asked about it in particular, I think he wanted to give the reporter some sort of satisfying answer to fit his particular narrative, but who knows?
Because you got to remember too, the left is very good at making things political, even if they aren't, which is why they're currently on oh, Superman was about Palestine, Israel. No, in no way. In no way whatsoever was it about that.
Yeah. Delta came in, says, opened a door for a guy in a wheelchair. Thanks, Superman, for making me good. Popped up on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's maybe we're just so starved of positive stories that the moment you see a guy who isn't an active douchebag in a movie, everyone's like, oh my god, that's a revelation. I can choose not to be a douchebag. Yes. In fact, there was a time when we assumed that heroes weren't douchebags.
He followed up, says, like Phoenix said, James Gunn hinted at politics, and then the movie was as deep as a puddle on conflict. Thank you, right there.
Yeah, because one of the things that all people have been talking about too is that the Lex Luthor was overplayed because he's like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And it's like, wow, that's weird. Why does he hate him? Okay, this is like a comic book thing for it, because comic books, animated series, Lex Luthor is defined by how much he fucking hates Superman, because Lex would be the greatest man on Earth if it wasn't for Superman. So he is just a jealous prick all day, every day.
What an interesting theory. That's good, looking at it from the other side. Obey your digital overlords. Watch this video right here that YouTube suggested for you.